If you are looking for bliss on this realm, in this density, on this planet, forget about it, baby. If you are chasing an everlasting, permanent state of bliss on this planet, in the condition that it's in, that it has been in the density that it's in, forget about it. I mean, you're in the wrong place for a vacation. If you think you're here on vacation, you're not. You can't be here on vacation. This is not the place people come to, souls come to incarnate here because they want to have a good time or they want to experience everlasting bliss. This isn't the place. You could get glimpses of it, right? You can get glimpses of it here. Here is 5 grams of mushrooms. Go to the woods and see where it takes you, and it could take you to that place of bliss, but that lasts for 5 hours. Then you come out of it, or you could get in a love affair with someone and experience delightful evenings and nights. But that is also impermanent. That is also, a passing show, really. This isn't the place people come to for bliss. So if that's all you want to be is blissful, forget about it. Now, I'll tell you something though. Since we are creating heaven on earth, we are on this planet creating heaven on earth. That's the purpose of the wanderers, the souls incarnated here from other densities. That is clearly where the planet is moving. Then it is plausible and possible, and in fact likely and probable, that in the future, that in the future, it is probable and probable actually, that in the future, this will become a planet where people will come here and experience a vacation. Souls will come here for vacation, but that's not anytime soon. Now, there is one way, however, to, I suppose, live in a state of contentment and fulfillment. And for convenience's sake, I will call it bliss. Your bliss is your service. That's your bliss. Your best bet to experience bliss on this planet, in this density, right now, right here at this moment, your best bet as a human being to be in a state of bliss is service. By serving others, you will feel elevated. You will feel exactly that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and that brings you a sense of fulfillment. I played a lot of sports, so I use a lot of analogies from sports. I remember playing soccer. If I was a striker, because I played striker or winger, and I was playing and I was putting in 100% of the work, I didn't have to be scoring goals, I didn't have to be doing anything extraordinary, but all I had to do was just do my job. If I was on the wing, I would run up and down, I would defend when it's time to defend, I would attack when it's time to attack. I felt fulfilled. I felt good. My teammates felt good about me. I felt good about me, because I was doing my job. It felt like, it doesn't matter here. It doesn't matter if I score, if I don't score. It doesn't even really matter if we win or we don't win. I'm just doing my job here, and I'm going to do the best I can. Your best bet to bliss, your best bet to fulfillment on this planet is to serve. In your service, you will find fulfillment. In your service, you will find meaning. In your service, you will find justification to your existence. Otherwise, this is a rough place, okay? This is a rough place. There are many, 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 many places in the astral plane. That's the fourth density. And beyond, the lighter and subtler densities, the fifth density, the sixth density, many places where you can go and experience bliss. Very, very long lasting bliss. Okay? Many places, plenty of time for that. You're not here to do that. You're not here to experience bliss. This reminds me of the period where I was experimenting with mushrooms. I was heavily experimenting with mushrooms, and I was chasing that bliss. I was chasing it by inducing it chemically, and then I was chasing it by inducing the experience via more, I suppose, natural means like meditation. And I was traveling out of the body. I was experiencing these states of bliss and trance, etc. And it all eventually brought me back to my mission here. Okay, the here and the now. My mission on this planet. Not escaping it, not escaping all the injustice in society, not escaping the suffering, not escaping the ruggedness of it all, right? I mean, it's pretty rugged, you're not escaping any of it, but actually being in the middle of it, being fully involved in it, fully observing it, and working full time to alleviate the suffering that I observe, instead of escaping it into inducing these blissful states of ecstasy and bliss via substances or just via meditation. You know, like that period, I just spent so much of it in my apartment, just meditating and traveling out of my body and just, you know, experiencing as much bliss as I can. And that was very, very helpful because, you know, I didn't know such a bliss existed due to the amnesia, due to the forgetfulness. So I'm like, I was so thirsty for these lighter, subtler densities and realms where you go and it's very, very blissful because of all the suffering I experienced here. And I needed to experience that bliss to its full extent before realizing I gotta come down now. I gotta get back. I gotta come down to earth. I gotta come down here. I gotta be in this ground, because in these states of bliss, you do realize that you are indeed here on like a mission, that you are indeed here to do something on the ground. And in that realization, then you realize also, well, there's plenty of time for me to experience bliss. When I drop the body, when I go back to my soul home base, to my soul fam, then I'll go back to that bliss. I'll go back to that love and light, where everybody loves you and you love everybody, and it's like a, you know, like if you ever travel to the astral plane and you go to like a density where like it's just pure love or pure light, and like everybody's so loving, it's so nice. It's like everybody's your friend, everybody loves you exactly as you are, you know? Like, you know, on this realm, for example, you know, people will bully you and they will criticize you and they will say things like you should do this or you should do this or blah 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 blah, you know. But there are realms like in the fourth and the fifth and the sixth densities, you know, where it's just like none of that exists. Like, you know, here how we have to make videos like how to stop caring what others think of you. You know, you don't have to make these kinds of videos in some places in the astral plane, like the lighter planes, not the darker ones, not the ones with like the negative entities. But I'm talking about the lighter ones. You don't have, trust me, you don't have to make a video there telling people how to stop caring what others think of you, because others love you and accept you as you are, right? That consciousness doesn't exist. Whereas here we gotta do this. We gotta make videos and we gotta tell people, here's how you stop caring what others think, how to stop online bullying, you know, blah blah blah, how to stop caring about others' opinions, how to deal with your parents, you know, how to deal with other people's disapproval, you know, how to deal with society. I mean, none of that stuff exists in those planes of bliss, okay? But again, we're not here to experience bliss. Not by any means. Nobody comes to this planet in its current shape, in its current state of consciousness. Nobody comes here for vacation. Out of all the places in the cosmos, you don't come here for vacation. You come here for work, for serious work, mind you. Okay, like this is serious work here. It's so then that idea of bliss, it relieves you, because I mean, think about it. A lot of the things we do here, we do it for bliss. Like we go and explore this restaurant, and that restaurant, and that restaurant, and try this food, and that food, and that food. Oh, these guys were going fast. But what I was saying is, we try this food, and that food, and this food, and that food, and this restaurant, and that restaurant, because we're trying to reach a certain state of bliss via the ingestion of certain food substances. Same thing with the whole drug thing. Let's try this drug, let's try that drug. Traveling, let's travel here, let's capture this moment, let's capture that moment. Here's pictures, here's videos. Oh, isn't it so good? Bliss, 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 bliss. We're chasing bliss. But it relieves you to know that this planet right now isn't exactly the place where you come here to chase that bliss. More like, if the bliss comes to you, great, let it be, and then let it go, because it's gonna go. Because this is the nature of third density. You know, this is a 3D planet. This is the 3D consciousness. It's full of suffering, and everything just comes and goes so quickly. It's so impermanent. You know, like even in the higher densities, the lifespans there are much, much, much longer. And you could behold the bliss when it comes to you. I mean, in those lighter planes, I mean, you just think of something good, and like it manifests immediately. All your desires are met. Like it's like you are living in a state of bliss, and you're constantly surrounded by all these wonderful beings around you that emanate light, emanate love. So it's different. Bliss is for different places. Bliss is for different places. And again, that relieves you, because that you stop looking for bliss here, because you're looking in the wrong place. If you're looking for bliss here, it's the wrong place. Now, look where I am. Look how beautiful it is. Look at these clouds. Look at these mountains. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm full of awe. I'm full of appreciation for the beauty around me, and it gives me a sense of bliss. You know, yeah, I get this sense of bliss every day, really, every day. I really do. Like I said before, that I do feel as if I'm living heaven on earth. Okay, but it is heaven on earth relative to the consciousness here. So it's heaven on earth relative to where most people here reside. But as far as the magnitude of the bliss, I mean, no matter how high you go in this realm, I mean, you know, it is a drop in the bucket compared to some other realms, subtler realms. And although you could experience that type of bliss in this human body, you would literally have to become like a yogi in a mountain or something. Dedicate your life to meditation, dedicate your life basically to meditation, essentially. Dedicate your life to meditation, essentially. That's what you have to do. And you could, you know, transcend this 3D body and really experience very, very elevated states of bliss. Absolutely. But is that really why a lot of you are here? Some of you are here to do that. Let's just go to the mountain, you know, and let's just meditate all day and let's experience bliss here. But I guarantee you that most of you guys are watching this didn't exactly come here with that intention in mind, that I'm gonna go to a mountain and just meditate for 20 years and then experience ecstasy and bliss, you know, long-lasting ecstasy and bliss. No. So when I say I'm living heaven on earth, which I am, really, I am talking in reference to the state of affairs of the planet, the state of affairs of the consciousness of most beings inhabiting this earth. Okay? And I do understand that, you know, I could experience even higher, elevated, more elevated states. which is why I am in the pursuit of the breatharian lifestyle, the pranic living, because you do experience heightened states, more awareness, higher awareness, and then the heaven on earth feeling is magnified. But at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, this realm right now, not in the future, not in this future, but right now, is not the place where you chase bliss. It's the place to come here and do your work. And that work will give you bliss. That work will give you fulfillment. Being aligned with that word gives you, with that world gives you fulfillment, gives you happiness, gives you this sense of, okay, everything is nice, everything is blissful. My most blissful days are the days I make videos and I talk to you guys and I'm in touch with my mission, truthfully. In fact, here's the interesting thing. I cannot fully enjoy the nature around me on a day like this. And when I say enjoy it, I mean really be with it. One-minded, one-pointed. I cannot do that. Could not do that today. Unless I'm finished making these videos. I couldn't. I walked a little bit. I can't. I gotta make videos first. I gotta do the mission first. I gotta make the videos. I gotta make the videos. I gotta keep the mission going. And after making the videos is usually when I can be like, huh, wow, beautiful place. Oh, these flowers smell good. Oh, look at these mountains, look at these clouds. Because in making the videos, in you know, doing the work that I came here to do, I can rest in it. I could feel the fulfillment from it. And I could actually experience bliss here on this dimension, in this realm, knowing that I am fully aligned with what I came here to do. And then I could be one-pointed with the trees, one-pointed with the clouds, one-pointed with the flowers, etc., etc., etc. So your bliss is your mission. Find it, work on it, dedicate your life to it, work full-time on it. That's karma yoga. That's the yoga of daily, selfless action, which is something for, you do the action for a greater thing, greater than you. Like, for example, the elevation of the consciousness of the people on the planet and the beings. That's work greater than your individual separate self. And so that would qualify as karma yoga. Or simply being a restaurant owner and just being absolutely beaming with love and light and kindness to all your customers. That's karma yoga too. It is something, so your restaurant exists not just for you, but for your customers. So you don't even look at your restaurant as a place of business. You see it as a place of love. Okay? And then that's karma yoga, because now this restaurant is like God's restaurant. This is where people come in and experience, you know, higher vibes. They walk in and they feel good. And now you're serving. Now you have something greater than yourself. So that's my little take on bliss on earth, on heaven on earth. Of course, in the future, when the planet is vibrating higher, then more and more would this become a vacation spot for souls. Until then, not a chance, okay? Not a chance. So I would say, stop chasing bliss in the form of food and experiences and people, and seek it through service. And then you could enjoy the experiences and the food and everything else, and the travel and everything else, because you will feel a sense of fulfillment, because at the end of the day, most of you guys watching this came here for that, came here to serve. Okay, I got one more video in me, then I can enjoy my surroundings. So yeah, thank you to the Patreons for your support, and thank you to the people who donated via PayPal. I love you guys, all of you. Thank you for your generosity, your continued support. If that's something you want to do, you could do so in the description. I got 2 links. And what else? Yeah, Saeed Mobayed Instagram. I've been loving the chats with you guys, and until next time, may the force be with you.